Hey, someone said that beatboxing is like really nerdy and weird. I got, how are you doing? You good over there? I got good news and bad news for you. The bad news is, yeah, beatboxing is weird and nerdy. The good news is that I think like everything that's like pretty technically demanding, that takes a lot of intellect and a lot of dedication. If it takes those two things, but it doesn't make you rich or famous, pretty much everything is nerdy, right? Just kind of the way it is. Chess, um, classical piano or guitar. I'm sure you could name a zillion things. Woodworking. I don't know. Anything that you're like, I spit. Think about it this way. There's a really good chance that like if if doctors, like surgeons, if they made $38,000 a year in America, people would make fun of them and be like, "You wasted 13 years of your life training to be a surgeon to make 38 grand." So like some people will appreciate what you do more than just the nerdiness aspect. But I don't know. Know what you're doing. And if you're doing something that's nerdy and technical, fuck it. It's nerdy and technical. And maybe one day that idea will shift. But until then, just live with it. I mean, think about computer programmers. I don't know the exact dates, but roughly think about when the web blew up. Mid 90s, late 90s. If you were a computer guy in like 1992 or 3 or something, you're just some nerd. And then shit blew up, and in 1998, you were a millionaire. Just sometimes shit changes. Anyways, whether or not it's nerdy, I make videos that I enjoy. Well, I make videos that I think I will enjoy because I don't know what's going to happen. Azel and Muerte. Assuming it's like death or something. Muerte, muerte. I'm thinking about French. Mort. Whatever. It's gotta be the same word. Like je suis mort. I am dead. It's gotta be like the same. Anyways, whatever. We're just gonna watch it, and even I, with my amazing open-mindedness, I will watch a beatbox video and go, Jesus Christ, it's too technical. It's too much of this same old bullshit. Whatever. Oh, well, those sound like strings. That sounds like a bowed upright bass along with something on top of it. So I guess that's not. I mean, if you process your voice to sound like an upright bass is being bowed. I mean, obviously, this is like synth stuff, right? Oh, what city is he in? That architecture. Those trees. Nah, they just look like trees to me. Oh, I feel like I'm hearing now a mixture of the voice. Was it vocals from the beginning? I don't, man. Whatever. I do not think that upright bowed bass, not to repeat myself, but to repeat it, that sounded like an actual upright bass. So maybe it's just like mixing in the vocals, like a transition. anyways, if everything is vocals, this is the fucking best processing effects that I've ever heard on vocals. I guess for the upright but so I'm going back to the one sound I could focus on that seemed like not vocal. So I'm going to go back to the upright bowed bass sound. So I guess you could have kind of like a dude, I shouldn't be as tired as I am, but I am. A volume swell mixed with like a little bit of like maybe vibrato to kind of simulate a bow. I'm gonna shut up. Have to shout out the video editing. Have to. Oh, that's fucking cool. I mean, it's just reversing the film, but that's cool. That's... Actually, hold on. I know some dope as fuck is about to happen, so I'll back up. But like, just the video editing, the cinematography, the reversing of the things reminds me of something my classical guitar professor told me. Obviously, before he passed away, he doesn't tell me much since he passed away. But people complaining about lack of money or a lack of opportunities once they have a degree or they're working on a degree or whatever. He's like, he had a pretty simple mechanism. He was like, at least do this. If you practice 4 hours a day or 5 hours a day or 6 hours a day, which if you're going to be a pro, you probably should practice 4 hours a day, at least until you get like really good. He said, take 1 hour a day. And for a 1 hour, do nothing other than develop your career. If you're willing to spend 4 hours a day on your practice and your technique and songs and repertoire and all that, take 1 hour, which almost all musicians feel like every hour should be practicing or performing, but take 1 hour and actually develop your career. Figure out who you need to meet, who you need to reach out to, who students could be, who you could perform for, and just spend 1 hour a day just developing the opportunities you could do with your talent. That sounds like a Predator bass slowed down. Sorry, I mean, it sounds like 10 different sounds, but it sounds like the little the wah 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 sounds like the Predator bass because of how like your whatever. I'm trying to learn, but it sounds like the little oscillations with your aperture with your lips against the sound are pretty quick, and so you slow it down, you'll get this. I would assume you get like a wobble. I thought that was... Oh, it's not over. Okay. So, I don't know. I was going to say, I guess the architecture was Italian because I see Italy over there, but whatever. I'm not, whatever. So it turns out, like, I am an idiot, but everyone's an idiot. So a lot of times I've been talking about beatbox and be like, well, if you could do this and this and this, like if you could collaborate or make it less technical, sometimes you could reach a bigger audience, which I still think is true. But now looking at this editing and the way it's shot, it's like, actually, if you had like a micro series you shot, because that was incredibly good. That was incredibly good sound for the video, good soundtracking or whatever you want to call it. If you had like a 3-part series or a 4-part series or something, I mean, I'm just saying that because that would get extra people watching. If you had like a cliffhanger and people were waiting for episode 2 and 3 and 4, if you had something you shot that blew up and the entire soundtrack, the whole score was beatbox processed, and it made people take note of it, that would be enough. That would be enough to catapult beatbox into something. It's the magic. I mean, I don't know if that's what you want. I don't know if you want like bigger exposure. Some people don't want it. Some people are like, I want our community to be small and to be tight knit, because then everyone that's in it is in it for the right reasons. Since there is no money involved, people are not getting paid a lot of money. People are just in it for the actual craft. So I don't know what you want, but if you want it to be bigger, or if you want an opportunity for all the successful people to make like a decent living. But this is the same shit with everything else, man. This is teachers, right? This is, musicians who are really good, but it's all that same shit. I feel stupid. I mean, I'm not stupid, but I bet I sound stupid.